Well, how are you? This is kind of the first video I'm making for the new class, and what we're going to be doing today is you got 3 packets. These are real easy; they go very, very quickly. Okay, as soon as you watch video 1, complete it. Click up here and and then tab video 2, and then video 3. Okay, now in these first couple problems, I need to write these out, so I want you to understand the concept behind it, because there's a quick way to do these. Okay, this assignment here will literally take 3 minutes to do on your own. Okay, what we have is exponents here, and that's what this next item is all about. This next concept we're going to learn, and we have x to the power of 6 times x to the power of 4. Now let's talk about how this works. So x to the power of 6 would mean I clone 6 x's, okay? And the operation is multiplication that you're going to use. And then we have the multiplication sign in between, and then x to the 4th means I'm going to clone 4 more x's, with multiplication being the operation in between. So altogether, how many x's are being cloned here? Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So it's x to the power of 10 would be the answer to that. Okay, pretty basic. Now, what can you do with 6 and 4 to get 10? You can just add them. So when I have a multiplication operation, the way to get what your exponent is, to find out what x is the power to, is to add the exponents, 6 plus 4. Okay, so I'm going to write, you might want to write off this side here. So if the operation's multiplication, you can just add the exponents. Okay, now the line here, that operation stands for division. Okay, so I'm going to make my division line, and x to the 6 means we clone 6 x's. And with multiplication as the operator. X to the 4th means on the bottom of the denominator of the dividing line, we clone 4 x's. Now in division, for every factor I have on top, if I have that same factor on the bottom, those cancel. Boom. For every x factor on the top, and if I have a bottom to match, cancel. 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 Okay, now I can't cancel anymore because I don't have any more x's on the bottom. So how many x's do I end up with? Well, 2. So that's x to the 2nd power. So what can you do with 6 and 4 to get 2? Probably subtract. So if the operation is division, we are going to subtract the exponents. Okay, so remember those 2 rules. Multiplication, you add the exponents. Division, you subtract, because we have the same base of x. By the way, and also don't write this down, just watch it. Don't write it down, okay? If we have 4 to the 3rd power, 4 is known as the base, and 3 is known as the exponent. And the whole thing is known as a power, okay? And of course, to figure that out, you'd clone the 4, you'd clone 3 4s and multiply them. So 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. But since up here I'm working with x's, I can't figure out if I don't know what number x is, I can't figure out what power it is. Okay, now here's what you're doing on this assignment. It's very simple. You have a base x to the 10th power times a base of x to the 4th power. Rather than cloning the x's and trying to figure it out that way, we need to know our rules. That in multiplication, you add the exponents, in division, you subtract. So I'm going to circle the sign. That means it's multiplication. So what I do is write just x, and I know I can just add the exponents. 10 plus 4 is 14. Okay, here, the line, that means division. So I write x, because I have the same base, a base x to the 7th, a base x to the 3rd. So if I have the same base in a problem, I make it into just one base, and this is division. So this means I subtract the exponents. 7 minus 3 is 4, x to the 4th. This is literally all you do on this assignment, okay? X to the 12th, base x to the 12th power divided by base x to the 2nd power. So I have base x in both powers. And then again, this means divide. So of course, when I'm dividing, we subtract the exponents. Because remember, that dividing line means I would cross out xx, cross out xx. I'd have 10 left. 12 minus 2 is 10. So x to the 10th. Okay, base x to the 15th power times base x to the 2nd power. So I have base x, and we have a multiplication operation. So in the multiplication operation means you add the exponents. So 5 plus 2 is 7. So x is to the 7th. There would be 7 x's cloned. Okay, base x to the power of 15 divided by base x to the power of 3. Remember, don't divide the exponents, okay? Even though the operation's division, you don't divide the exponents, okay? It's like if I clone 15 x's on top and 5 on bottom, and I would be able to cross out 5 of them on top, I'd have how many left? It's basic subtraction, okay? So the operation's division, so 15 minus 5 is 10. Okay, base x to the power of 3 times base x to the power of 16. So I have base x, 2 base x's, so I make it into 1 base x, because I'm going to have 3 x's here and 16 more there. So again, the multiplication's operation, so I take 3 plus 16, and that's 19. So x is to the 19th power. Okay, x to the power of 15 divided by x to the power of 3 is how that's read. So it's division. So again, we subtract the exponents, and 15 minus 3 is 12. X is to the 12th power. Okay, this one here, I've got x and 2 and 13. So the operation is multiplication, so that means adding. 2 plus 13 is 15. Okay, so even though you're going to see times and division as an operation, what you're really going to do for your calculations, add or subtract. Multiplications add, divisions subtract. Okay, I hope that's been informative, and you got 8 of them to do on your own.